Law & Order SVU kicked off its 15th season tonight right here on WDSU, and the episode picked off on the season 14 cliffhanger. Detective Olivia Benson, played by Mariska Hargitay, is held captive and sexually assaulted. The executive producer called tonight's premiere the most harrowing episode in SVU history. Earlier this week, I talked to one of the show's stars, Kelli Giddish, who plays Detective Amanda Rollins, about tonight's dramatic 320th episode. She talked about what's ahead this season and how cast members are standing up to domestic violence. Kelli Giddish kicks off her third season on SVU, and her excitement about the much-anticipated season premiere is palpable.
It's unlike anything you've seen on SVU because it's one of our own that gets taken, that gets assaulted.
The storyline of Detective Olivia Benson's recovery from her traumatic ordeal will evolve throughout the season as she tries to rebuild her life.
You break the main character, the heart and soul of SVU, you know, and you have to see her put back the pieces of herself, you know. It's like we never kind of see the aftermath of what these survivors go through.
In real life, the cast rallies behind Mariska Hargitay and her Joyful Heart Foundation, which recently launched the No More campaign.
We kind of put this campaign together, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. It's like putting, you know, just victims and survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault together, and like for the first time, you know, it's like it's really powerful.
Back on the show, Giddish's character, Detective Amanda Rollins, has been through several trying moments of her own in a very short time.
You've been shot?
Yeah. Clear through the shoulder with a .45. She was good.
And that was a sniper. You've been beaten up. So,
yeah.
I mean, you keep coming back and stay on the job.
Having a gambling problem, you know, shooting her sister's boyfriend, you know. Because that's what needed to be done. You know, I like being that girl, though, on this show.
And as Giddish continues playing that girl, many of the storylines this season, as usual, will be familiar topics.
We've got Sybil Shepherd coming up, you know, possibly playing a Paula Dean-like character. The Cleveland case, you know, with the girls that were held captive. Enrique Trouble. That's what Carlos Danger.
To produce those storylines takes time, 8 days for each episode. The season is long, and so are the work days.
We start at 7:30, and I'll get home at 8. So
that's a long day.
Yeah, that's a short day.
But Giddish says the cast and crew makes those long days very easy.
They're the most hilarious people I've ever met because the gallows humor is so severe. I mean, you're dealing with all this heavy stuff. You can't help but flip it on its head.
And Law & Order SVU airs Wednesday nights right here before this newscast on WDSU.